It's kind of interesting. I don't come from a political family. Both of my grandfathers worked in the mills. My grandfather, Serafino, came over from Italy and he worked in Columbia Steel and Carnegie for 38 years. And my grandfather, Guy, worked in the South Side at J&L. He died at the site when he was 50. He gave me a guidance and a balance. My father taught me the value of hard work. My mother was a rock of stability, raising 4 boys. I guess I got my political interest from Sunday dinners at my home when my uncles and my dad and my grandfather would sit around after dinner and discuss what was going on. They didn't have insider information, they just were interested. I think that more than anything else, my family has had the greatest influence on me. And if you remember Pittsburgh in the 90s, there were only about 50 of us left that actually lived in the city. Everyone had left at that point. My heart was in Pittsburgh. That there wasn't going to be anywhere else that I could ever live. And it's not because of its hills, though they enchant me. It's not because of the rivers, though I love them. It's not because of its skyline, though I find it to be one of the most beautiful visions in this world. It's not even because of the neighborhoods and the way that they're set up and situated, though I find that to be the charm that other cities can't present. It's because of the people and the people that share the same types of values and the same types of ideas and the same types of belief and family and the potential and the goodness in their heart. People of Pittsburgh are extremely proud of their city. They believe that the future will be better than the past. I remember in the 90s working on political campaigns and the politicians, their statements said how they were going to bring the mills back. They weren't looking forward and ahead about how the city could change and emerge. We now find ourselves right at the beginning of that process. People want to believe in Pittsburgh. They want to believe that the future will create a new city, but at the same time embrace what we already have. I know that we can get people back involved into their neighborhoods and have them feel a stake in it and a pride in it that will continue to make them move forward. I know this because for the past 12 years I've been doing it. I think what leadership requires is a completely different model than we saw in the past. The new leader and what succeeds and will move Pittsburgh forward is the leader that's able to bring everyone together. The leader that is willing to listen to the people and to create a community plan for development, a community plan for neighborhood revitalization, a community plan for how we deal with public safety and taking care of our basic infrastructure. I think what leadership requires right now is a new leadership that is based around people. And in my 30s, I realized that my true love was not in politics, but it was in government. And I had the opportunity to become chief of staff to a city councilman who I respected greatly, Dan Cohen. And I spent 7 years mentoring under Dan, learning everything there was to learn, at least I thought at that time, about city government. It's kind of interesting because I was never the person in front of the camera. I was always the guy behind the camera or assisting the other person. I've been blessed to be able to work with people from every different type of background. It's a comfort that you get through years of being with everybody, whether it's rich, poor, black, white, young, old. It's something that when you're given an opportunity to be in all sorts of different environments, you learn how to communicate. I think having been involved in politics and government for 20 years, you basically start to see things through other people's eyes. I think in the next 10 years, we're really going to have the opportunity to identify what the new Pittsburgh is. It's going to have to be a city that is built up on the foundation that has been given to us. What we have to do as a government is to provide opportunities for all Pittsburghers to take advantage of that. We must make sure that no neighborhood is left behind. We have to be able to help those that need help while at the same time helping to foster this new economy to take off. Government should be there as a partner in order to be able to do both. And really, I think that's what the next mayor needs to be able to understand and accomplish. The building that we're standing in tonight is probably the greatest example of where you can take something that had been a negative and turning it into something tremendously positive. It's no accident that we decided to have our announcement at the Union Project. This building stood vacant for years. And today, as you look around you, what you see is a wonderful foundation for a neighborhood. We need to be able to go into the neighborhoods and ask the people that live there, what is it that you want to see happen? We need to take it away from Grant Street and put it back on Main Street. And really that communication needs to be a communication of listening and not speaking, about letting people know that they're empowered in their neighborhoods, letting people know that they can make the difference in changing this city that we all love. We have to keep the best of the old while providing the opportunity for the new. And in this transition that we are going through, we need a mayor who not only will work to make it happen, understand the challenges that are there, but also see the potential for the greatness that Pittsburgh can be.